IVM.
Hey everybody, welcome to another amazing week on the IVM Podcast Network. If you aren't following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We'd like to thank our sponsors this week, Paytm Money, for supporting the network. Guys, you should definitely check out some of the content that we're doing recently, which is somewhat COVID-related. Pawan's been doing an awesome job on the Pragati Podcast. All Thing Policy has also got a tremendous number of really, really great episodes about what's going on and the impact. We talk about this stuff on Cyrus Says, especially in the Cock and Bull episode. On Advertising is Dead, Varun's had a couple of episodes where he's spoken about the impact of this, as has Karthik on the Filter Coffee podcast. And across the network, definitely do check it out. I'm sure you'll enjoy yourself. And with that, let's get you to your show.
Hi, I'm Shifa Maitra, back with some uplifting news from across the nation in Smile India. I love the fact that I'm actually able to meditate every day in the lockdown, which was a challenge for me. What are the new skills that you've picked up? I'm impressed with an elderly aunt who's taken to painting, a hobby she gave up 40 years ago. And a 19-year-old nephew who's taken to baking like he was born for it. I love the way everyone is discovering sides to themselves. A great help for youngsters in this process comes from Mumbai, where the government has asked high school and college students who are part of NSS to come and help the city. The National Service Scheme is run by the government, and the BMC at this point has asked them to volunteer their time. The response has been great, and a lot of them are helping at community kitchens. Some are at supply chain depots and health centers. While parents were unsure at first, college principals have stepped in and are ensuring that the students take all precautions. They get trained for a day and then help the BMC in food distribution or mask distribution drives. A couple have desk jobs in office where they upload data collected and share information on social media. I think it's a great way for youngsters to use their pent-up energy and actually do their bit for the country. It's time to let the young ones grow up. Times of strain are really showing us who our true friends are. In UP's Bulandshahr district, young Pramod lost his father to the virus and he was in grief. He called his relatives and they refused to come for the funeral. Some cited the lockdown as the reason, and others hinted that due to the illness his father had passed away from, they were scared. His friend and neighbor Zubair stepped in, and soon Pramod's Muslim neighbors came and helped the boy perform all the rituals and carried the body to the crematorium. Pramod was overjoyed and couldn't stop thanking them. They just hugged him and said, "Humanity is bigger than any religion you follow. I have hope that humanity will help us at every step." Actually, at this point, I've noticed everyone is doing what they can. Shailesh Pandey in Mumbai was very distraught because his father was in Pratapgarh, Uttar Pradesh, and could not get his medicines for diabetes at the local chemist. None of the neighbors were able to help him either. The medicine was available here, but no courier service was functioning. Shailesh was worried about his dad, so he tweeted to the Mumbai police hoping they could help. He wasn't sure, but he got a call the same evening from the police asking for his father's address and the name of the medicine. Within hours, local police from Pratapgarh were at Pandeyji's house with his medicines. They'd got extra stock so he would not face any issues throughout the lockdown. They even refused to take any money. Now that's actually serendipity at play. In fact, here is something that I would like to request you to do. Look up old people in your neighborhood, since this lockdown is hard on them, especially if they live alone. Get them groceries and medicines when you step out. Take something special that you've cooked. Trust me, they'll appreciate it more than your social media followers. Talk to the elderly on the phone even if you cannot visit them. Take recipes, ask for advice, let them feel involved. What I recently did was ordered a cake for someone I know who's old and trying to put up a brave front. The phone call after she got the cake was precious. Before I sign off, I must thank the Goa government. They had hired a company called Drishti Marine to clean up some beaches. Now with no visitors, their services were really not required. But the government continued to pay them and gave them a new task. They now go to beaches like Keri and feed the stray dogs who are hungry and sad. That is so lovely. And you know that even during the lockdown, you can go and feed strays between 6 and 7 in the morning. So do it if you can. If more positive news is your thing, check out Good News Indians on Facebook. You could also hear podcasts on a host of subjects on the IVM site, or by looking us up wherever you get your podcasts from.
Beta, did you know 79% of all scientists in NASA are Indian only?
देखो, इंडिया में टैक्स सिर्फ मिडिल क्लास भरती है. Everyone is just enjoying free यार.
आजकल के youngsters are only interested in partying and enjoying. उनको देश की पड़ी ही नहीं है.
बेटा तुम बस शादी कर लो, उसके बाद तो you can enjoy life like anything.
I will tell you what this country needs. This country needs 15 years of dictatorship. That is the only way to become a superpower. See the Chinese, how much they've progressed.
सुनो, तुमने ये WhatsApp forward देखा?
So what's common between all of these statements?
They're all absolutely rubbish.
Fake WhatsApp forwards that spread like wildfire.
And statements that defy any logic.
We are here to debunk them all.
We're your family WhatsApp group's worst nightmare. We're what happens when you read a book.
Basically, we're just a bunch of guys who want to cut through the bullshit of everyone saying this, how it won't be true.
So that the next time someone confidently squeezes out some WhatsApp or Twitter BS, you can look them dead in the eye and go, Uncle, please sit.
So join me, Joel,
And me, Tushar.
every Mondays for a fresh new episode of Uncle, Please Sit.
Look, up in the internet. It's a meme. No, it's a cat video. No, it's the Geek Fruit Podcast.
That's right. We interrupt this riveting broadcast to tell you about our show, the Geek Fruit Podcast, where Tejas, Dinkar, and I, Jishnu, talk about everything in pop culture, including DC, Marvel, Star Wars, Netflix, and everything in between.
You know how your friends hate it when you ramble about some nerdy crap and you just want somebody to listen to you? Well, sorry, there's nothing we can do about that, but come listen to us ramble and it'll almost be like the real thing. Kind of.
Listen to new episodes of the Geek Fruit Podcast every Monday and the Geek Fruit Bulletin every Thursday on iTunes, Google Podcasts, the IVM app, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Happy listening, you nerds.